Miniature Dork universe is awesome. What are you talking about?
No, it sucks.
Okay, you're starting to piss me off.
I'm not gonna like or subscribe to that channel.
That's it, you're dead.
Is that all you got, Dork? Right in the bag.
I told you not to mess with the miniature Dorkloids. Will kick your ass. In fact, take this, you scumbag.
Hello and welcome back to Miniature Dork Universe, home of the smashing success story. That's all we do. Today, I have a quick fix for you, and it's simply to put a spotlight on these off-table trays. This is a success story that is both easy and cheap to attain. So many rule sets have mortars and artillery as off-table. And that makes sense because they're so far away from the actual area where they're firing at that, that facilitates the need for this rule. For me, though, there are two things about this that aren't ideal, even though I agree with the whole concept of off-table. First, and this just could be me, I always forget that I have off-table assets during the game. Likely this is too many fumes or a senior thing, I don't know, but having a visual reminder is a good thing. And then secondly, I just like building the artillery models and the tractors and all of that. I think they're very interesting, and it's a shame when you can't include them in the battle, but this allows you, that visual cue and also just the satisfaction of looking at it. I was perusing my favorite online stores, like a true-to-form hobby junkie, and I saw movement trays initially. That gave me the Turbo Miniature Dork Super Plan to make an off-table asset tray. Suspended in a mush of glue-fumed destroyed brain cells is the odd nucleus of excellence through which success stories arise. What we have here is a 5x5 wooden tray. I think I bought these on Amazon, and there was 5 of them for about 30 bucks maybe. The shipping was free. So that works out to about 6 bucks a tray, which isn't too bad. And that was Canadian. That's probably like 30 cents American. I don't know. Or pounds. Oh my god, that's like 10 pence or whatever you guys use. Anyway, simply paint it an appropriate color, something you have lying around, maybe not your good, hobby paints, your Vallejos and stuff, but something where you have a significant amount that's roughly in the color range that you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like the green one here, I fully intend to use this for, Russians and Americans, or, it works out well for these Canadians here. So, yeah, get it in a paint color that you want. And then I use this craft foam. Again, I would use an appropriate color. I think this is the one that I used here for the sort of German Dunkelgelb. And then I make some identifiers on the computer so that you can drop them in the table and just see whose side is what. Make it really obvious. I like to do that. And I like to have the national identifiers. In this case, it's an Allied star. So again, this could be used for the British, the Americans, Canadians, Free French, you name it. Whatever's on the table, the Polish Armored Division, you can use the Allied Air Recognition Star. And I put the magnetic magnet on the back.
Yeah, what a
I store it in a metal box like this with all of my miniatures, which also have a magnetic back, and then you just chuck it and it doesn't go around all over the place. Using the craft foam creates like a nice surface too, that your miniatures don't slip around and move around too much. So that's a good thing to use. You can put indicators or mechanics in the tray that are relevant to whatever rules you're using. In this case, I have them set up for my Crossfire home rules. I won't go into detail on those now, but I allow up to 2 off-table units. I even have off-table anti-tank guns like 88s and 17-pounders. I'm thinking of having my medium artillery and mortar batteries just with 1 base instead of, based per gun or per tube. And then just write on the label like the number of guns, just to save space. So when I put those 2 units on the table, there's space. And I don't always have the carrying vehicle on the table, but there are times when I do. But again, that's getting into different rules, so we'll get into that later. But yeah, so I'll end up with like the national identity, and then this is the logo for the German 89th Infantry Division, which was highly engaged in Operation Totalize against the Canadian 1st Army. Here, the little red dice indicate how many fire missions are available, and of course the gray is how many smoke missions are available. So when there's 2 different support units on here, say a medium field artillery and mortar unit, when you roll these 2 dice, in which case I got a big outstanding 4, that's how many artillery missions you have between the 2 assets. It's not for one, it's for both. So it's up to you to decide how you use them. And obviously the same will happen with the gray. And then when it's done, I just painted it gray in behind. So, there's like an empty space where the smoke used to be. And you can, turn these up any which way you want. You could just have 1 in and have 4 on the dice, for example. I got the idea for the dice counters looking on the Pendraken website. I saw these little 5mm dice, these are the gray ones, in the little wooden frames, and I was hit with another miniature Dork epiphany. These dice frames are laser cut MDF, so you could easily just glue them to the actual frame, which I will absolutely do next time. I just thought of it now looking at it. It makes a bit more sense. Yeah, you could even go on the inside, but I think those little tiny dice would be too hard to take out and move around like that. So I digress. Where were we? I think that's it. So that's going to be it for today. Nice and short like my attention span. Hopefully this will inspire your own ideas on how to make your own off-table artillery more functional and look extra greasy for the game table. And by greasy I mean good. So thank you for watching, and may all your hobby endeavors be smashingly successful, rewarding, and deeply satisfying. Until we meet again, my friends, Davies out.
Right.